Ready to go.
Okay. Good morning, everybody, and welcome back. Today we're working on this Echo GT-200R. Now the GT means it's a curved shaft, but it's an Echo 200 series weed eater. Good stuff, worth saving for sure. Now we've got a carburetor already ready to go, and most of the problems on these little weed eaters are going to be carburetor related. If you haven't put regular gas in it, and you've used premix the whole time, chances are replacing the carburetor will get it running like new almost every time. So all you new people out there, go ahead and subscribe. It's free, and it's what we work for. So let's get started. Okay, if you've got one of these, now and I say the Echo, but just about any weed eater, the worst thing you can do is run regular gas in one of these. If you haven't run regular gas in it, then she's probably savable. And if you've got an ultrasonic and you've got the time and the patience, get a rebuild kit and go ahead and rebuild your carburetor. Because it's nice to have a factory carb on it. But if you don't, go ahead and replace it. Buy a cheap carburetor, get her running again. A lot of people will say, oh, the carburetors only last a couple of years. Well, weed eaters usually have a lifespan of 5 or 6 years. And if you take real good care of it, you get 10 or 12, 15 years out of it. So a cheap carburetor won't hurt you any. It's not for the trickiest part. Getting the wire to let go. And there she goes. So let's go ahead and unscrew it. And we're going to go ahead and put new fuel lines in this one while we're at it. Since you can see it's got cracks right here. That tells you these fuel lines are just shot. And they usually don't come out nearly that easy. You see what ethanol's done to this over the years? It's gone completely soft. So let's throw a new one on. And we'll do this first before we put the carburetor back on, just because we got more room to work. And these can be a little bit of a pain in the neck to put on. Grab a big fat screwdriver. Now, we almost got it on the first shot there. Let me jump in front of you for 1 second here. Get one more little corner and she should be in. Now let's push down from the top and see if we can seat it. So if you're doing one of these and you have a problem seating this gasket in, you're not alone. One of the tricks is to get the hard part up to the front where you can get to it easily. That way you can work your way around. And don't use a little screwdriver or you'll just poke a hole in the rubber. There it goes. I felt it click. So now we'll grab it. And she should just about be in. And there you have it. Looked a little obnoxious, looked like a lot of work. And if that's what you thought, you are right. These things can be pretty obnoxious. So let's grab our ready to go new carburetor. Get our fuel lines on. And if you're not sure which one goes which, on these Echoes, it's not really obvious. But you put about half a tank of gas in and then pump this. And if this fills up with fuel, you went the right direction. You stare into the gas tank and make sure that the return hose, which is the clear hose, has gas coming out of it. If it doesn't, don't worry about it, just switch fuel lines. I've done quite a few of these, and that doesn't mean that I haven't put the fuel lines on backwards every now and again. kind of funny. I reach straight for the 10mm because it seems like it's the only wrench I use on some days. There we go. Looks good, looks good. Let's get our cover back on. Got a gasket, got a gasket. Now we double check, make sure our holes line up here. And they do. We're trying to make this one quick and dirty. Get in, get out. It's Texas, it's summer. And it's currently 6:45 in the morning. An hour or two, it's going to be really hot here. And let's test her and see how she runs. Let's crank her up and see what we've got. Full choke. We already primed it. Not bad for a first pull. Now, if you listen to that, that's the behavior of an old spark plug. Now, this does not rev as high or as fast as a modern weed eater does. And this is about probably 18 or 20 years old. But considering her age and everything, she sounds pretty good. It does feel pretty solid. So we're going to go ahead and throw a new spark plug in, and I'll bet she runs a whole lot better even than it does now. And starting on the first or second pull, not going to complain at all for a 20-year-old weed eater, or however old she happens to be. We got that running nice and easy. Now you'll hear a lot of people tell you, don't use aftermarket parts, only use the OEM parts. Now the OEM carburetor for that's 80 bucks. The aftermarket carburetor for that was $12. Carburetors don't fail because they're OEM. They don't fail because they're aftermarket. They fail because they're usually stored improperly, and the ethanol has all winter to eat the gaskets up and eat up the metering diaphragm. So if you've got one of these, buy the cheap carburetor, keep going. 95% of the time, it's going to go great, and it's going to save you the cost of the weed eater. So all you new people out there, if you made it this far, you might as well subscribe. It's free, and it's what we work for. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.